Who would have thought a fallen tree deep in the wilderness could be transformed with such care into a hidden home built for long-term survival? Its exterior blended naturally into the surrounding forest, while the inside remained spacious and comfortable. A massive stone fireplace was even built in the corner, providing both warmth and a place to cook meals. One day, while exploring through the woods, Jack crossed a dense stretch of forest. There, he discovered a fallen dead tree. Curious, he moved closer to inspect it. The inside of the trunk had already hollowed out naturally. Behind it lay a wide and level patch of ground, an almost perfect location for a hidden shelter. Once the location was chosen, he immediately grabbed his shovel and began digging downward. The loose upper layer of soil made the work surprisingly easy, allowing the excavation to progress quickly. But as the pit became deeper, a tangled network of underground roots began to appear, slowing him down considerably. Fortunately, the deeper he dug, the softer the soil became. Soon, the pit finally reached the ideal depth to make the most of the limited underground space. Jack marked guidelines across the floor, carefully planning the interior layout. One side was dug even deeper, creating the main living area, while the naturally raised platform on the opposite side would serve perfectly as a sleeping bed. Next came the construction of the hidden entrance. He planned to use the nearby tree stump as the doorway, connecting it directly to the underground chamber, making the shelter even more concealed. Using an axe together with a handsaw, he removed the excess wood carefully, slowly carving a narrow tunnel beneath the stump. To make entering and leaving easier, Jack walked over to the side, selecting a straight, sturdy log, cutting it down to the required length, and assembling it into a wooden ladder, which he positioned beneath the entrance. He then climbed back to the surface, making sure the opening matched his body size perfectly, without exposing too much of the hidden entrance. After finishing those preparations, Jack picked up the shovel once again, digging trenches along both sides of the pit, preparing for the roof construction later on. While focusing on the work, he suddenly realized the shelter still lacked a fireplace. So he returned to the underground chamber, choosing a safer corner inside the pit. There, he dug an upward sloping tunnel, leading directly to the surface above, ensuring smoke could escape safely outside. Next, he carried back a bundle of branches, cutting them into equal lengths first, then sharpening one end with a knife, making them easier to drive into the ground. Then beside the smoke vent, he lined the prepared wooden stakes tightly together, hammering them vertically into the soil, using them as the foundation for the main fireplace structure. To seal the gaps between the logs, Jack gathered materials from nearby, mixing a thick layer of natural mud mortar, 71,004 to 50,700, helping block the intense 0 hours 4 minutes and preventing the wooden structure from igniting. At the same time, evenly across the wooden gap, keeping smoke from leaking back into the shelter. In a jungle where temperatures changed drastically between day and night, the fireplace became essential for warmth and survival. It also helped remove moisture from underground, keeping the shelter dry, warm, and comfortable. As for the smoke vent near the top, Jack coated it with another layer of clay, strengthening the loose soil around the opening, preventing collapse once exposed to heat. Once everything was finally in place, he pulled a magnifying lens from his backpack, gathering a small pile of dry wood shavings, using sunlight to ignite the first flame. He carefully placed the burning tinder into the fireplace. Testing the smoke ventilation system, while also helping the clay dry and harden faster. While waiting for the fire to settle, he walked over to a nearby dead tree, peeling away large sheets of dry bark, then spreading them evenly across the shelter floor. Transforming the muddy ground into a clean wooden surface, helping block moisture rising from beneath the earth. After working non-stop for most of the day, Jack's stomach finally began to growl from hunger, so he brewed himself a cup of coffee, pairing it with a few biscuits from his pack. Just enough to restore some energy. Once he recovered his strength, Jack returned to work once again. From a freshly fallen tree trunk, he split off a large flat piece of bark, cutting it to perfectly match the fireplace opening. Preventing sparks from flying outward during the fire, while also stopping smoke from spreading indoors. Afterward, he headed back into the forest, collecting thick layers of soft moss nearby, spreading them evenly across the sleeping platform, creating a comfortable mattress that also blocked moisture, with the interior finally arranged and complete. It was time to begin sealing the roof. Jack carefully selected several thick, straight logs, laying them horizontally across the pit, forming a strong and reliable roof structure, built sturdy enough to withstand the harsh wilderness. A shelter designed to survive the unknown. As for the gaps between the logs, Jack once again relied on thick moss as natural insulation. He then carried over the loose soil from earlier excavation work, spreading it carefully across the roof structure, sealing every possible opening against wind and rain. The added layer also increased the roof's overall height, preventing rainwater from flowing back inside. As for the lower smoke vent, he found a hollow section of tree trunk, coating the inside evenly with a layer of clay, then securing it above the vent as a natural chimney, blending seamlessly into the forest surroundings to improve the camouflage even further. Jack gathered large piles of dry leaves, scattering them evenly across the roof surface. After this final layer of camouflage, the entire shelter disappeared into the forest landscape. Even someone passing nearby would struggle to notice it. Once everything was finally complete, Jack turned his attention to the hidden entrance. Wanting to make daily access easier, he carefully cleared and leveled the area around the stump, then measured the size of the entrance opening. From a nearby log, he cut a thick wooden slab, using it as a door panel. He then arranged leftover bark and branches around the stump, adding a simple natural disguise. helping it blend into the environment. Even the surface of the wooden door was covered with moss. Making it almost invisible within the surrounding forest. At last, the construction of the underground shelter was finally complete. Jack carried his backpack back inside the shelter, then gently closed the wooden door, shutting out the dangers of the outside world. After taking a short break, he unpacked the ingredients prepared for dinner and began cooking beside the warm fireplace. He heated oil in a pan over the fire, cooking the meat patties until both sides turned golden brown. While the meat continued to cook, he laid out a fresh tortilla wrap, adding crisp vegetables for balance and flavor, before spreading sauce across the wrap and rolling it tightly. To make the meal even better, he placed a grill rack over the fireplace, lightly toasting the wrap until the outside became crisp, creating the perfect contrast between the crunchy exterior and the warm, flavorful filling inside. After finishing the meal, Jack finally lay back on his bed, beginning his very first night inside the hidden shelter.